Hello, welcome to Wingin It, and welcome to a very exciting video as we kick off a brand new tournament, and it's our biggest one of the year, the Wingspan World Cup 2025. So yeah, it's back again for another year here. We'll be on our quest to see if we can have what it takes to be a world champion. There's 3 stages in this tournament, and we start here in a regional qualifying stage where we're going to be playing against others from the same country as us. That's going to be the UK. So yeah, 10 games coming up. I'm going to get as many of them featured on this channel as I can. So if you want to see as many of those as possible, do make sure you hit subscribe so that you can get notified about those games. And all right, let's jump into our first game here of this regional qualifying stage. Yeah, we got 10 games incoming here. This is going to be our first one. We're going to go second in this game. So yeah, we'll let our opponent pick and then see what we get to choose in our starting hand. And okay, it is time to take a look at our first starting hand of this year's Wingspan World Cup. What are we going to get to start with? Okay, nothing too amazing, but we do have a little ringed plover, which not a bad opening bird in the wetlands. Got lots of Asia stuff, which yeah, is definitely kind of interesting. But I think probably just going to go with this plover and yeah, maybe do some digging, see what we get. Going to get some eggs, of course, which is nice in the wetlands. See if the bonus card is going to help. Okay, bird counter. Feel like we're going to go with that. Yeah, nothing for that in the starting hand, but you know, if we're going wetlands engine, if we're going to look for those wetland birds, maybe we'll find something that yeah is going to do some tucking. So take a look at my opponent's situation. Okay, going 3 birds. Will be interesting to see actually if that pipe or grebe gets picked up in the tray. If not, maybe something we can go with. But yeah, I think we have a bit of a plan, which is probably just play that plover and dig. I don't really think at the moment any of these other birds are going to interest me. So we will lock that in. And yeah, as I say, all going to be what we can find from the deck, but at least we're going to be able to yeah, use this brown power, do some discarding, get some eggs coming through, which is going to be good, but we're going to want more to add to this, get a bit of an engine going, hopefully, and get some food access, because that's really where, yeah, we lacked those kind of brown powers in that starting hand. So, I say we'll see what gets picked up, if anything. Looks like maybe stuff is going to get picked up, because we've got Smew going down, so that's a pretty nice opening bird. And yeah, could well be a way of indeed picking up nice bird in the tray. But okay, now European Robin is there, which is also a very nice bird in the tray. Do I want to go ahead and pick that up right now? Feel like I kind of have to, because we've got no food access. And yeah, I think it's worth sacrificing that extra point we would get by having the plover down first. So we've got to pick this up and secure our yeah food access. So this could be a good one. This is really good. Of course, we're getting more nectar in these games with Oceania, which is what we're going to be trying to do. So okay, you're grabbing all that nectar. I think now is the time to play this plover, because I think yeah, being able to just have that wetland bird down is going to be good. We keep the food for the robin, which is also good. And it probably means I pick up that ring-billed gull, because that is going to be nice, obviously for the bird counter, but we're getting more card draw, getting some points in this wetlands, yeah, alongside this plover. So I feel like that is what we're going to go for. And likewise, opponent going for the tucking, so blackbird's gone down. Very interesting stuff. Might be a duel of the wetlands engines in this game. So okay, Baltimore Oriole, that is pretty appealing, but I have to take this gull because it's good for me, and now I know how good it'd be for my opponent as well. So yeah, I think we've got to sacrifice this Oriole. As nice as potentially that could be for the big points, I really need this egg here through the plover, so got to take that. And then yeah, I think play Robin, take food, get the gull down, go back to drawing, and yeah, get this wetlands going, get some card draw going, and hopefully yeah, find some more stuff to go with this. We're going to be seeing plenty of cards, and yeah, getting a couple of birds down, which may help for this end of round goal. It's not the sole reason I'm going to be doing this, but yeah, always nice to get a little bit of a bonus alongside that. But yeah, going up against this blackbird, it's going to be tough, because that is a very nice opening bird in the wetlands as well. But we've got a nice opening bird in the forest in that European Robin, so yeah, this is going to be so good for us. Just getting extra food. It's going to save us turns in the forest. We can spend more of those turns throughout the rest of the game. Maybe drawing cards, maybe playing birds. And yeah, just seeing what we can go with from there. So, okay, lots of nectar coming up. Now, I've got to decide how much nectar I do want to take. Because I could take all the nectar, but then I don't know if I'm going to spend it on birds. But equally, there is Snowy Owl in the tray, which I could very well pick up and play that if nothing else comes up. So I think we're going to go with that. I think we're going to, take a little bit of a gamble here, perhaps. I feel like that's worthwhile doing. Because, yeah, maybe actually we get something even better and we can just play that, have good tempo in this early game. So, yeah, probably see what we get off the top, first of all, and then go from there. So, gold going down, and considering, yeah, I mean, opponent isn't picking up this Snowy Owl, so I feel like I can take the gamble of only spending one nectar here, but I'm gonna play it safe. We'll spend two nectars. Yeah, I'm just thinking like maybe if we got the dream find of a bush tit or something, it'd be so nice to be able to play that straight away by keeping the 2 nectars. But I mean, if we do find that, it'd be fine. We can just yeah, get it down next round. Go from there. That's probably going to be the plan. But yeah, nice to get this wetlands going. But yeah, opponent is also looking at lots of cards here with the grebe going in next to the blackbird. So that is pretty scary. And yeah, we know there is still another bird in that starting hand because the smew and the blackbird, they were kept, but so was something else. So gonna have to wait and see on that. And there we go. That's why you don't gamble too hard, because actually, yeah, we have seen the Snowy Owl get picked up there. So interesting stuff. Well, okay, we're just going to top deck then and see what can come up. Anything good here? Sadly, not coming our way. So do we go for the teal as maybe a bird counter option? I'm just going to go off the top. Okay, large-billed crow. That's very interesting. That is very interesting indeed. Now, I could definitely be playing that. Hits bird counter, of course, for a couple more points. And yeah, I mean, maybe even get that in the wetlands here for an end of round goal win. And then take some food, do some caching, do some more tucking. And who knows, if we get like a main duck or a rosy starling or any kind of food generating bird, this crow could be really, really good for us. So getting some good flashback memories to some games I played in a previous tournament with only Asia birds and yeah, large-billed crow with this plover as well. Had some nice combos there. So always good to be able to yeah, look back on some good games when bird like this comes up. So I think we play it because we automatically get 3 extra points from this end of round goal. We get 2 extra points from this bird counter. I feel like this is a no-brainer. So large-billed crow, in you go into this wetland. So very, very nice to be able to get you in. And yeah, into round number 2, what have got in the tray? We got another good sucking bird, yellow-headed blackbird. I'm going to be grabbing you all day long. No questions asked. So obviously can't use the crow here. Not the end of the world. Because yeah, we can just keep digging and keep yeah, getting points from the gull and the plover. Very, very nice. So yeah, blackbird, a great find here. Very happy with that. So probably going to be yeah, wanting to get that in as quickly as possible. Probably will need to draw cards once more just to get the eggs for that. But opponent's taking food. We're going to re-roll and we're going to get some nectar, which is ideal here. So yeah, let's grab some more of that. And we're looking good. We're looking in good shape for this end of round goal as well, to be honest. Very, very nice start there. 3 birds already. So my opponent's 1. So yeah, feeling good there. But be interested to see what has been found here with this digging. We're seeing a fish and a worm. Could be anything. What is going to go down? It's a gold crest. Oh, I like that a lot here. That is a very nice play. So yeah, some extra cards here. We're going to see some forest birds go down. We will watch that with great interest. But we've got stuff to be getting on here, which is going to be, yeah, do some more drawing and see what we can find along the way. So I think here, yeah, I mean, do we use the crow now? This is the question, because we could do and then play the blackbird, but then we'd only be skipping it next turn. I feel like we could skip it this turn because There's always a chance, actually, that we get something good with this Rainbow Girl that we then don't want to, yeah, go and discard them. Something like this Sapsucker could be useful play later on, just for getting a bit more food, but to be honest, I think I'm going to, yeah, leave it for now and just focus on the priorities, which, as I say, it's going to be getting this Blackbird into the game. And yeah, we are going to potentially need some more birds to play at some point, because obviously the Blackbird's going to fill up with eggs, but this Plover is as well. So if we're getting 2 eggs a turn down there, yeah, we've got to think carefully about what is going to go in to the rest of our habitats in order to help clear that. But okay, food's been taken. So yeah, I'd say I'm really interested to see how this Goldcrest plays out. I think this is a great play here. Always exciting to see it get played. What is going down? Oh, Himalayan Monal. Okay, so we're going to get some free food from that. I will take some free food when I've got a large build crow in the game. So very, very nice stuff. But yeah, time to get our Blackbird in. And yeah, another bird counter bird. So definitely a good choice to keep that bonus card at the start. Already 6 points. Already building out a really strong wetlands here. This is exactly the kind of situation I had in mind. Keeping the Plover, doing some digging. We've definitely got, yeah, fortunate finding some of these good birds, but we've got to make it count here. Because as I say, my opponent's in a strong position with some lovely birds. And yeah, it's not going to be straightforward. It's not going to be straightforward here, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, we've got a good amount of card access, good amount of points in this wetlands as well. I think that's really going to be key for us here. Yeah, just building this out. And hopefully, as I say, maybe there's still a main duck or something waiting for us. But yeah, regardless, I think point scoring is going to be good. And maybe, yeah, I think this Monal is going to get used. I mean, it's really good here for my opponent. I think the power synergizes well with the Goldcrest, getting a bit more food, getting the eggs as well, which can be key to helping play more birds. So it's going to be a good one there. But yeah, I'll take free food here if it's going to help use this large bill crow, which is indeed what we're going to be able to do with some of this food. So very, very nice. We'll go back into our wetlands and all right, what can we find off the top? I mean, that's it's kind of an interesting one. Maybe not in a 2-player game, but yeah, it could be useful for getting more food coming through. That's definitely an interesting one. Probably not the situation for you. We'll definitely be taking, yeah, some points here. And I think, as I say, we do go ahead and use this crow. We want to make sure we're caching, so we'll put it on the crow. And then, yeah, we can do a tucker as well. I think this grebe, we're filling up our wetlands. Don't think we're going to get to use you, my friend. And okay. Yeah, do we go with the sapsucker? I'm kind of tempted to. Because could very easily take food and play it. It is another beak pointing right, which might be key. And it is going to be getting some more food, which might be key with this crow as well. So, yeah, I think Killdeer, you can go. We'll take, yeah, this sapsucker. Get rid of the other set for another egg. So, very, very nice. Oh, now Southern Cassowaries come up. Well, that's a game-changing bird when you got Goldcrest. Very, very nice combo to do there. So, see if, yeah, my opponent's going to spot that and pick that up. Because that could potentially be dangerous. But, yeah, for us, I think, let's say, get the sapsucker in. Make sure we cement this end of our own goal. And get more food access sorted. So that when we are taking food, yeah, we're just getting that a little bit more. We're going to unlock this option as well for spending cards and being able to, yeah, turn those into more food, which could be really, really good. So, I'd say no surprises. Cassowary picked up there. That's going to be an excellent play, potentially with that Goldcrest. So, we'll watch out for that. But yeah, we've at least got some stuff to be getting on with, stuff to be doing. And yeah, we've got some nectar to think about. We're looking good in this wetlands. This Goldcrest is going to be spending lots of nectar in the forest, so that might make things tough up there. Hopefully we can get some nice grass in place, some nice bonus card birds, nice big point birds. Maybe some Benellis and Eastern Pretty Eagles will come our way as well. But just some nice big point birds, I think, is always good, always what you're looking for. And with a nice wetlands like this, we're going to be seeing, hopefully, lots and lots of cards in order to help us do just that. And on to our next turn here. And yeah, as I say, I think we're going to take food here. And we're going to be able to use this robin to get more nectar, which we're going to use pretty sharpish to get this sapsucker down. And yeah, still have 2 extra food in supply, which is good. Just means next round we can have license to go and draw maybe a couple of times, see what comes up. And yeah, obviously tuck a bunch of stuff, maybe discard with that lover as well. But if we find some good stuff, I'm going to be keeping it, going to take a food, playing it. As I say, maybe still one more missing piece of the puzzle, I think, for this Wetlands. We've still got that last spot available. I think it's, you know, always good to fill up as much as you can in round 2, but it doesn't hurt to have a free spot just in case that amazing bird comes up that you're looking for. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, we've got a good starting point here and a good engine to be working with. So see how my opponent is going to approach these last few turns. If, yeah, maybe, I say, going to be more wetland birds going in, or maybe some food is going to get grabbed, and yeah, some more birds are going to get played there. So I say this end of round goal could be quite an interesting one, could be quite a close fight. I feel like this sapsucker is probably gonna make a difference here, whether it's going to be helping us tie instead of losing, or maybe winning instead of tying. So we're trying to pick up points where we can, just by playing birds at, yeah, the best possible time. All these end of round goals, but I think my opponent is going to be thinking similarly here. So yeah, not going to be plain sailing, and definitely with lots of nectar coming up. As I say, the forest nectar may be the struggle here. That may be the difficult one for us, but hey, more free food coming through, I will take it. What got played here? Oh, Yellowhammer. Okay. Oh, this game just got even more interesting. So right, we're going to see that get used then. We can see eggs being laid, but it's not a beak pointing right, so that is reassuring. But yeah, lots of food left, so okay. I mean, I love a good Goldcrest game. I love a good Yellowhammer game. I wish I could have that board, but I think this is just going to be fun to watch and see, yeah, how this develops, because there's a lot going on here. And yeah, obviously I'll be hoping that it's not too powerful, but it's going to be exciting to see what kind of birds go down. Because this is definitely a nice setup. But I'll say we've got a good board of our own. Sapsucker going in. A lot of points on the board. 51 for this stage is already very, very solid. Helped, as I say, by this bird counter. But just strong brown powers. And, you know, we're not playing a lot of low point birds. We're playing lots of 4s. Got the 6 on the crow. And we know that whenever we're drawing cards, we're scoring big points as well. So it's reassuring. But yeah, up against the Yellowhammer. You gotta get as many points as you can from wherever you can get them, because it's going to be a tough fight otherwise. So okay, Bold Eagle going in, so a nice big point play. And we were fine on the end of round goal anyway, so we'll take those points. 5 of them coming through, very nice, into the next round. That little bastard would be very nice. I think that we're not going to see that. I think that's going to get picked up, especially with the food and supply. And we know actually as well. There's that snowy owl that's over here on this board as well, so we've got to watch out for that. Indeed, the buster does get picked up. So potentially some bonus card plays coming in. Always what you want for Yellowhammer. And yeah, we've got to really think carefully about blocking certain birds that come up that are going to synergize well with that kind of teal power. But yeah, for now, I think we just dig. I think we just draw cards and see what we can find. Anything interesting coming up? Not especially. But probably what I am going to do here is actually discard some eggs. And we're just going to let ourselves see more cards here. Some more pink powers coming through. I don't see my opponent really laying eggs too much here. With the Blackbird and the Monal, obviously Yellowhammer probably just wants around. So I think these pink powers probably can go. We'll, of course, use this large bill crow. So yeah, another cash and then a tuck as well. Let me get rid of the other one here. And yeah, Great Blue Heron, not going to use you. So we'll go off the top. And okay, well, it's another tucking power. It's a co-op one. I'll probably keep it over the Aura for now, but yeah, could potentially see myself playing this if we get an opportunistic seed coming through. Would again just help score more points on the bonus card, get more points, and more food in our forest. But I mean, giving away food to a Yellowhammer, always dangerous. But okay, there we go. So we are seeing the buster go straight in. No surprise. Probably we'll see food grabbed fairly soon, I would imagine. So maybe I can wait on the Monal seed and just see if that is going to come our way. let's draw again. Let's see what is going to come our way. Anything interesting? Okay, well, Anna's hummingbird is interesting. That would be a good one to get down, to be honest, with this crow. I say just help with a little bit more food production, but again, giving away food to my opponent is scary. I think I'm going to keep discarding the eggs here, because if we're going to use this crow, we're actually, drawing 3 cards and then getting rid of 3 cards, whether tucking or discarding. I'm going to need a net gain on my cards. So I do want to make the most of that. Yeah, I think we do keep going here. We'll see, as I say, if we can get another seed coming in. I think that would be quite nice. And yeah, let's see. Can we get another nice tuck and draw off this gull? We cannot. So I think Eurasian Magpie, you're going to go. But yeah, I mean, this wetlands, I say it's working out pretty nicely. We're getting 5 points each time. We're seeing lots of cards. And yeah, hoping that we can find just those big pointers. Say maybe those bonus card birds that we can play later on in this game. But we may have to look at this Major Mitchell's Cockatoo as, yeah, a bit of an option to go with. As I say, if my opponent is going to draw cards, or sorry, if they're going to take food here, which it looks like is happening right on cue, seed coming through. So okay, I feel like it's now or never with this Cockatoo. This would be a really good time to play it, because then I could take food, obviously tuck the hummingbird there, and just get some more food going, which I can then obviously go and, yeah, cash on this crow. So that feels better to me. I mean, as I say, hummingbird could go in, but there is still maybe a chance that a better option comes up for that last spot. So I think I'm going to play this. Not a bird I get down too often, but I think it works here. The food has come up at the right time. It hits the bonus card. It is going to get me some points here with the tucking power, and obviously a little bit more food, which is going to help with this crow. But what did we see go down? Greyhound Owl. So the forest is full, but that doesn't mean that Goldcrest is done for the day, because, as I said, we know, we know that there's that cassowary which can easily go in. And we maybe seeing it go in here, but yeah, lots of nectar being spent. And yeah, potentially a few more is going to get spent here. Kicking that Goldcrest out, so that's going to be a nice play. Some big points and some eggs, actually. So is it going in? We're getting a free seed. Let's have a look. Did it go down? No. Okay, not this time, but I feel like later on that's going to be a no-brainer. But lots of food. Probably play a grassland bird and lay eggs. We'll have to see on that, but okay. Unexpected food here. Which is maybe making me think that I could go for the hummingbird. Alternatively, I could just draw cards here and then get another card, which actually I could then go and discard for more food up in the forest, which doesn't sound like a terrible idea. And yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe we get a good bird here that I could then go and take food and just play straight away. So let's go and do that. See what we get. Okay, Peregrine Falcon is a maybe. That is a maybe. But these other birds that I'm finding, gotta be honest, not the best, not really that helpful. Okay, now Junco. Would I have rather had you than the Cockatoo? Maybe, but it's close. I think we just got to, go and tuck and, as I say, keep using this crow. This has been a good play for us. Worked out pretty nicely. What can we get? Ring-billed gull. Anything good? No. Rainbow lorikeet. So, okay, yeah, we got some decisions to make here. I feel like taking food and playing this falcon might not be a terrible idea. And yeah, then the last round, we're probably just drawing cards and scoring points there. Obviously not having to then discard the eggs, but egg space maybe coming into things, but then that's maybe where, we take a turn in the forest, take your food, playing some nice big point birds that hopefully are going to come our way. So, okay, Painted Bunting. It's so many bonus card birds. This is slightly intimidating. And I would not be at all surprised if we see the Snowy Owl come in with the Yellowhammer play. So that's going to be fun. But okay. Okay. Yeah, let's think about this. So if I take food, I say take food, play the Falcon. I feel like that's worth it. I would then potentially only have 2 turns of taking food. or sorry, of drawing cards before the egg space becomes a problem. But we'd probably be running out of food on the crow by then. So maybe we draw cards twice, take food, and then hopefully play a couple of birds. That feels like a good plan. I feel like that's got to be the approach here. So hoping for some nectar. Not coming our way. Okay, that I was not expecting. I was definitely expecting at least one nectar to come up. So that is annoying. But okay, I guess we go. Yeah, maybe we go double rat here. We can't even get a re-roll unless I want to sacrifice the hummingbird and then not use the cockatoo. Now, that is going to be potentially an option here because it costs me a point by not using the tuck, obviously, but it's going to cost my opponent food. I feel like that's worth it here to actually just try and get some nectar because I want to be spending... If I could spend 2 nectar here in this wetlands, I could make a big difference. So we're going to go for it. Okay, we do get what we want. I say we're going to skip the cockatoo and yeah, get our extra nectar. So not exactly what I had in mind when I played that cockatoo, but yeah, we've made that work. And yeah, we'll play this Volcom and I say draw a couple of times in that last round. See what comes. So down you go in the wetlands. But yeah, clear off these egg spaces. And all right, we'll see what's going to get played. See with this yellow hammer. So I feel like it probably is going to be the bonus card, the snowy owl. It could well be something else, but yeah, that last round's going to be critical. I mean, I say maybe a couple of turns taking food. Maybe one of those is going to be playing the cassowary. Notice that other bonus card, prairie chicken. I mean, they're all coming up. All these bonus cards. This could be a huge bonus card scorer. This could be our undoing in this game. But lots of big point birds going down. Let's see, with the gold crest and the yellow hammer. So it's worrying me. It's worrying me a little bit coming into this last round, but I'm just hoping. I mean, if this is cassowary and if this is snowy owl, just got to hope that no more good birds come up and my opponent struggles in the end game here. But no end of round goal there, of course. We come to the final round. Those trade birds are pretty bad, so okay. I think we're just going to go and dig off the top, see what we get. Okay, Abbott's Booby. At least my opponent's not going to get that. Ruff would have been really nice earlier, again with the bird counter. Probably too late for you here. What else can we get? More wetland birds that we can't play. Program Focus is going to hit, which is good. And yeah, we can do our tucking and, of course, our caching here. So yeah, I think the fish, pretty straightforward to get rid of that. Don't think we're going to be needing you. Not going to need the booby either. And yes, scrub fowl, just not got enough ground nests to make that work. So again, pretty awful draws. I feel like all things considered, the amount of times I've drawn cards, especially since this wetlands has been fully set up, you know, we've been seeing 4 or 5 cards a turn in many cases. I'm just not finding the big point birds that my opponent's been able to find here with the owl, the eagle, all these bonus card birds. So yeah, this is concerning because I do think we need, yeah, a little bit of magic here. Just, you know, I say, nice big point eagle, really a nice big point bonus card bird. Just something to be able to play here. And spend some nectar in this grasslands because we've got nothing there. And I'm not expecting to flip that nectar, but I just want to get something down, score a couple of points. I do not want to miss out on those points if I can avoid it. So yeah, gonna have to be, as I say, just relying on what comes through off the top of the deck for us, and hoping it's going to be something good. And on to our next turn here. Okay, Bobolink has come up, so that could be an interesting option. That would be, I mean, we know it'd be 7 points potentially with these ground nests, and it is going to be a grassland place. So I feel like we're going to go with that. We'll see what we get. Okay, Desert Finch. To be honest, that could work well with this end of round goal. That is something we've got to think about here. Maybe not going to win it. 3 cup nests over there. We only have, I suppose we have 3, but do I really want to go in legs on that European Robin? Not especially. We'll see what else we get off the top. Okay, more wetland birds. More birds we're not going to be playing. Okay, I mean, Ibis, you do hit bird counter, so that would be a nice safe play. Have to think about that one. Vulcan's going to keep doing its work. And yeah, I mean, Maltoni's Warbler. I don't know. I don't think that's worth it. Definitely Rybel goes because we can't actually play that. We will keep doing tuck in the cash for 2 points. And yeah, I mean, this is tough. Say, there could be a world where maybe taking food and then doing bobolink and desert finch wouldn't be too bad. But that is going to be something to think carefully about. Because, yeah, I mean, this ibis is actually, even just with that bird counter point, the 2 points we get through there, it's looking pretty good. So, yeah, may lean on that. I think, at the very least, the rough goes. I don't see a world where we can play that and benefit off it. And, yeah, bobolink, I mean, I think I've just got to block that. I've just got to block that at the very least for my opponent. So many ground nests there already. Can't let them have that. So, oh, what do we keep? What do we ditch? I don't know. This is going to be so tough, this bobolink, to make it work with the plover egg space running out. And yeah, likewise this finch. I don't know. This feels like it's not going to be too good of a play. I mean, I feel like at the very least, yeah, I mean, ibis and bobolink are kind of on par. To be honest, maybe the finches as well. I might actually just ditch the bobolink, so I don't have to think about the egg space. But yeah, it's gonna, I say, no doubt be problematic for us here. But all right, still 4 turns left, of course, with the no goal. So we'll have to see, yeah, what difference that makes. I mean, I might just draw again and just skip the plover. I think the extra card here is not going to be the worst thing in the world. I can always throw that for another food and still use this cockatoo. So if that's going to be important. But again, I might skip that because I don't know if I'll need the food, and I don't really want to keep giving more food over here. But I suppose actually, if we're going to see the cassowary come in, that's going to take the gold crest away, and that might affect the end of round goal, and that's maybe where this desert finch is going to come in. Yeah, alongside the ibis. So that could be something to consider for us. But yeah, I guess probably makes sense to just draw cards here anyway, and then probably take food next turn, and then yeah, 2 turns to playing birds. And if it is going to be these two, not the greatest, not the worst, but yeah, it does depend, I think, some of this a little bit what my opponent's going to do. But the free food certainly won't hurt. A little bit of flexibility, and there is cassowary. So okay, yeah, limited on food. So yeah, 4 turns left over here. I mean, probably, I think you got to take food again if you're going to play 2 more birds. Obviously, 1 in the round, and then 1 with the yellow hammer. Especially if it is going to be, yeah, the bonus card birds that we have seen be picked up. So, kind of tough to make a read on that one. But I think we do go ahead and draw here. See what comes our way. Anything good? No. More pretty terrible birds. Falcon at least has been doing its job, so that's good. And yeah, I mean, definitely get rid of the birds that we physically can't play, which is going to be these wetland ones. Then yeah, I don't know. I don't really think either of these are going to get played. So please, can we just get something good off the top? Okay, Australasian Pipit. I mean, you're now basically on par with the ibis again. I mean, we're definitely skipping this plover because we can't use it. But yeah, that could be, I don't know, a slightly cheaper option, a slightly more bargain basement option. But fundamentally, I think it's going to do the same as the ibis here. So okay, you are taking food. Yeah, I mean, there is, as I say, maybe something to think about with this nectar. Obviously, we know the forest is out of reach. Grasslands is not. So if we could get lucky and somehow get, you know, I suppose we'd need 3 nectar when we take food, and then obviously take a 4th with the robin, and we still only be getting a tie there. So that might be wishful thinking at this stage of the game. But yeah, I think I feel like taking food and then playing Pipit and Desert Finch, that feels like the way to go, and just try and pick up, I say, a couple more points off what is going to be a very, very strong bird counter bonus card for us. And yeah, I say maybe, just maybe, squeeze more points out of the end of round goal, because I think this is hidden. I think this came off the top of the deck, so maybe my opponent might be thinking I'm going to lay eggs on the robin. So I feel like we might just see another cup nest bird come in here regardless. But even if so, not really too much I can do about that. But okay, get more free food coming our way. So I feel like given that free food's coming up, I might spend it on a bird feeder reset here and just gamble and just see if we can get some nectar coming our way, because I think we might need it. I don't feel too confident about definitely getting some. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. Spend some food, and okay, that's not helpful either. And to be honest, that might then force me into having to play this ibis, because I'm going to have to take these 2 fish so I can re-roll and actually see if we get some nectar. So please, bird feeder. There's the nectar I was hoping for last time. So at least we do get a little bit. But okay, do we then need to use this cockatoo? Oh, I mean, it's a point for us. But let's think about this. I mean, my opponent probably... You probably play a bird here in the grass, and then, I don't know, just lay eggs twice. Maybe play 2 birds and legs. I don't necessarily know if I want to give away a seed here. I think that might be, yeah, slightly too beneficial. So I think I'm just going to keep skipping this cockatoo. And then, yeah, if we do... Oh, let's think about this. If we do sapsucker, the sapsucker worm, we could play this with 2 fish and a worm. The robin gets a nectar, and we can play the desert finch with the 2 nectars and the seed. I think that's the play. I think that's the play for these last 2 turns. So we'll go with that. And yeah, so just cross fingers a little bit. That is going to help for this end of round goal. I am not expecting it will, but we just have to wait and see. And here we go onto our penultimate turn. Okay, it is a big point bird. Wild turkey go again. So I'm very glad that I managed to block that bobolink. That would have been scary. But yeah, still lots of nectar hanging around there. But as I say, we're going to do our ibis first of all. So it's going to be 2 fish and a worm. So quite an unassuming play, but honestly, 7 points. I'll take it. I will take it. It's, you know, getting close to what that wild turkey is delivering in terms of point value. So no complaints. And yeah, as I say, we'll just see. I mean, I do feel like probably both of these birds are going to be worth playing for my opponents. So may see another one go in and then lay eggs, of course, and very, very close to a full board. Lots of big point birds coming out here. And yeah, as I say, 4 bonus cards already. We may well see a 5th or even a 6th coming through. That really does scare me. Because yeah, lots of bonus cards, lots of birds going down. Equals lots of points. And yeah, that could definitely make things interesting coming towards the later stages of this game. But yeah, all we can do is sit back and see, because our fate is determined. We know exactly what we're going to be doing. So what is going down? Graceful Prinia, okay, not one I expected, but the Star Nest, I think that is going to be for the end of round goal. Maybe a bonus card as well, to be honest, but definitely could have been scarier birds to go down. So yeah, I mean, I think in that case, I think the Desert Finch is still... Is that still the best play? Let me think about this. If this isn't going to help my end of round goal, I know playing this is going to be net 6 points. Obviously, we get 5 points after the egg cost of playing it, but then we get 1 egg back versus playing the pipit. It's going to be 3 points minus the egg, 2 for the bird counter, and then 2 tucks on it. So I suppose these are the same. And this is a food cheaper, which yeah might make a difference, because I say my opponent has the legs here regardless, and it's actually not gonna matter. It's not like there's gonna be, you know, potentially a missing egg somewhere if I force down or force the matter with this end of round goal with the Desert Finch. So yeah, I think given that, and as I say, with the pipit, where we know we can still spend these 2 nectars and just keep that extra seed back, you know, stranger things have happened. Could well be a food tiebreaker situation. And yeah, let's just go for the style points, the flex for the 12-point bird counter. So pipit, in you go here. Yeah, for a nice 6-point play, which is actually 8 points, because let's say we do get 2 extra yeah, points through having the nectar. So obviously losing 2 habitats, not ideal, but up against the Yellowhammer Goldcrest situation, I will take just winning the 1 habitat. So I'm glad, yeah, I was able to focus most of my nectar on this wetlands. And my opponent, yeah, unable to match our spending there, even if it is another bird going in there. And I say, I'm going to keep talking about this owl, this snowy owl, which I'm still assuming is going to go in. So we'll wait and see on that. But this could be anything, especially, as I say, with some of these bonus card gambles, could be making a big difference here. And it's not the snowy owl, but it may as well be. European Turtle Dove is the one going in. So it is indeed another bonus card, which, as I say, absolutely terrifies me. So many bonus cards over there. And yeah, able to pick up the end of round goal win as well. So very, very nice. We'll get our 2 tucks through our Pipit yellow power. Yeah, as I say, definitely a mixed bag on these nectars, but glad to at least pick up a few points there. Obviously qualifying in the grasses late on. And yeah, winning the wetlands. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough here as we come into these final scores. My opponent had a very nice board. Lots of birds down, lots of bonus cards. We will see what the damage is there. Yeah, big lead, 65 points already. How good were those bonus cards? 22 is not too bad. Yeah, we've got a bit of a mountain to climb. Obviously, we were good with our tucks and our caches. But we're going to need a lot to get close here. Don't think we're going to get close enough here. Yeah, my opponent's going to take it. On those nectars, 128 the final score. 119 for us, so that's a decent score. I will take that in these situations. I say, really helped by a nice bird counter. Not enough, though. We'll take a look at my opponent's board with these bonus cards. Okay, 4 points off Ornithologist. 7 Bird Bander, very nice. 6 off Diet Specialist. Ooh, Backyard Bird are a bit of a shame. But 5 points site selection. So, yeah, really nice game. As I say, Goldcrest Yellowhammer is so potent, and when you can find all those bonus card birds, kind of a no-brainer to go with that. So, very nicely managed. As I say, love seeing these birds used to full effect, and they definitely have been here. So, very nice game. Yeah, we tried. We did our best here. I say, got quite fortunate with those early draws, getting the nice wetlands coming together, but not quite enough as we fall to defeat here in our first World Cup game. But we've still got 9 more games to go, and plenty of time left to get some more wins on the board and get ourselves into the next round. So if you want to see those games, do make sure you are subscribed and following along. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you again in another video very soon.